There's this old saying that says, love is blinding. Ladies, I'm here to tell you, love is not blinding. What blinds us is the junk we accumulate in our baggage that we're carrying around with us through life. So today, my sisters, we are pulling out the word selfish from out of our baggage. Twice in my lifetime, someone has told me that I was selfish. That was 2 times too many. So I had to dig deep to ascertain why someone would call me selfish when I built my life around pleasing others, doing for others, giving and supporting others. So when I dug in and got to the root of why someone would call me selfish, I realized that what I was doing, on one hand, helping, supporting, giving, loving. On the other hand, I was giving in order to receive. I was giving in relationships so that I could be accepted and not rejected. So when I was aware of this, then I was able to dig in, go even deeper, and ask myself, why are you giving in order to receive, to be accepted? And so once I got to the root of that and understood the why, then I was able to start addressing my insecurities, my needing to be validated, my needing to be accepted, and address that, because until that was addressed and resolved, I would always continue to give in relationships looking to receive something from it. So today, ladies, I'm going to help take the blinders off of us that we've been camouflaged with this lie, and we're going to identify what selfish looks like so we can address it, be aware, and then address what we need to address. Okay? So if you are ready to handle the truth, yep, you saw some index cards. Donna, I know you're going to say something about my cards, but that's okay. I'm old school, so I am going to have my cards to help me remember. So let's get started. So first of all, what does Miss Selfish look like? One obvious thing is Miss Selfish is self-centered. Yes, the world revolves literally around her. It must always be about her. No matter where she is, drama will follow her. She will pull you into some kind of controversy with her. Even when she's sitting somewhere and not saying a word, she is able to be cunning and have the attention drawn to her by having a sucky attitude. So people are going to be saying, people are going to say, what's wrong with her? What happened to her? Why is she angry? So guess what? Guess who the tension is on now? It is drawn to her and is taken away for whatever the event is that's there. Miss Selfish does not have much empathy for others. She seems very caring and knowledgeable in a lot of things and can tell you, I can help you with this, I can do this for you. But when it comes to delivering, when it comes to action, she is very busy. It's difficult to catch her. And when you do catch her, you have to make it quick, because if you're on a call, she will, oh, I have to take another call. Hold on, I'll call you back. It's always something. It's always something going on. I have to do this. I have to do that. but she doesn't take the time to truly stop and really listen to what it is you're calling her for, or what it is you need help with. Miss Selfish surrounds herself by other people who have no boundaries. Why? Because she's able to call them up at any time. I need this. I need my posse. Well, that's probably an old school word, but you know what I'm talking about. I need them. I need this. I need that. And the people that they're surrounded with are always available to deliver whatever it is she needs, she wants to do. So you must protect yourself and have boundaries, because if you don't have boundaries, Miss Selfish will run over you, run through you, and will drain the life out of you. And because she has little empathy, she will move on to someone else when you say, I'm done, I've had enough. She's like, cool. She will walk away, but she will quickly find someone else to replace you, because it was not a genuine, true friendship that it could have been, because the focus was always primarily on her and not necessarily on you. Things that you will rarely hear Miss Selfish say. I'm sorry. It was my fault. I apologize. I wasn't aware I was doing that. I will be more aware of that and make sure that I am mindful of that so I won't hurt you again. You will rarely hear them say that. Why? Because they're never wrong. Miss Selfish is always right. So therefore, you will rarely hear her say, I'm sorry, I apologize. Miss Selfish is very defensive. Again, if you try to say you did X, Y, and Z, and I felt this way, she will become very defensive and turn the tables around what you need to do, what you need to change, and what you need to work on, because she is not the problem. You are the problem, because that's all she can see. It's not about her unless it's in a good light. If you present her in a light that's not so favorable, she will be very quick to defend herself. So another thing that Miss Selfish does is she will close her heart to relationships. You will hear her say, I'm not dating anymore. I'm not going to have another relationship, or I'm not going to get into another relationship because of X, Y, and Z. That's closing off your heart. Why? Because she is trying to protect herself by closing off, saying, I'm not giving anymore. I'm not going to do this anymore, because when I do this and when I do that, then I end up getting hurt, and I'm opening myself up, and me is always the one that comes up with the short end of the stick. There is a problem with that. Why? Because again, the focus is on you, is on Miss Selfish, and how other people are hurting you and what other people are doing. She is not able to fix or address the issue or the problem, because she is never the problem. She is blinded. Her selfishness is camouflaged behind a lie, so she can't see what she has contributed in that relationship, why it didn't work, because she's focused on the other. She can give you a long laundry list of why it didn't work, what he did to her, but it's not about what she did. So one thing that was difficult for me when I was working on my selfishness was to see that the things that I was pointing out that he was doing wrong, that he needed to do, that he needed to work on, was actually a reflection of what I really needed to work on. So while I was continuing to point at him or others, if I went into another relationship, the same problem would be in that relationship because I never addressed it with myself and what I needed to do and change because I didn't think I needed to change. But once I did become aware, then I was able to work on that. Miss Selfish cousins, close cousins, are Miss Jealousy and Miss Controlling. For the world to revolve around you, then you have to control a lot of things. You have to manipulate a lot of things. Some things you're not realizing you're manipulating it, but you are. And you have to do that in order to have things revolve around you and to get things that you want and have things to work out the way that you want it to work out for you. And you're jealous if you see someone else getting that success or that attention that you think belongs to you. So, Miss Selfish is difficult to see that she is blinded because her focus is on what she wants, how she's going to get it, and how she's going to influence others to give her what she wants. That could be through cooking all the time for him to make sure he comes over to get what you want. Oh, I'm going to put it on him tonight. Oh, I'm going to put it on you, baby. Come over to get what you want. Or simply just being available all the time because you feel like as long as I'm here and I'm giving to him, then he will accept me more. He will love me more. Nope. Doesn't work that way. Trust me. I've tried it all. Well, not at all, but I've tried a lot. And I know that that does not work. When you give, looking to receive, then deep down inside, it's because you're focusing on yourself and not a true deed of giving and not looking to receive. So I learned in my lifetime that you can't, I was trying to mix the two. One reason I was blinded in seeing that I was doing things that was selfish, because on one hand, I was giving, and then on the other hand, I was giving to benefit from it. And I was trying to mix the two. You can't mix the two. The Bible guards us against that. It says you can't mix old wine with new wine. You can't sow. It guards us against sowing a old patch with a new patch. It's like this, lady. It's like trying to take a new weave, a piece of weave, and sewing it with an old weave. When you put it together, then the new becomes matted with the old weave. It doesn't blend. The two deeds, you can't blend the two deeds. It says in the Bible, in Habakkuk, it says, selfish people are always wanting. It's like death. Always taking people, but is never satisfied. So do you believe you're not selfish? And you're still looking, am I selfish? Are you still asking that question? Answer this. Does drama follows you? Does controversy follows you? Can you sit in a room with a group of people and be content and not say anything and just enjoy the conversation and not make it about you in some kind of way? One thing that I found was, if someone tells you you are selfish, remove the emotion and try to ascertain, why would they call you selfish? Because we may be blinded to things that we do, but other people can clearly see who we are by our actions. They shall know us by our fruits. So the next time someone say you are selfish, don't be so quick to say or defend yourself. Just look into it. Until you are aware of a situation and completely aware of what it is that you need to work on, you will always be blinded to it if you're not aware of it. My name is Shelley, and if you think you can continue to handle the truth, stay tuned, stay connected, and I will serve you up another page from my journal of life lessons learned.